Hey guys, welcome back. So yesterday I did this live stream and I totally forgot to play the voicemails. So I definitely want to play them today because they were really, really great voicemails. We're expanding on this topic of, do you think one of the companies will fail in the home arcade space in 2022? So the first one is from Stevie V. So let's check it out.
Hey, Console Gets. My name's Steve V,
Mm-hmm.
longtime listener, second-time caller.
Yeah.
I just tried to call a little while ago, fumbled on my words, so I had to leave another message.
It's all right, man.
But I saw the topic today as far as is there going to be a company that might not make it in 2022? I hope that all the companies end up surviving. I think they're all going to have to adapt, and
Adapt.
we kind of see that now. It seems like Unico's kind of going a different direction,
Right.
instead of kind of sticking with the home arcades and making another home arcade machine.
They
Seems like
are.
they're trying to make things more for the actual arcade machine market.
Right.
But I think as far as Arcade1up's concerned, AtGames and iiRcade, I think they're going to keep the products coming. Seems like iiRcade is just kind of sticking with the one product that they got,
Right.
and doing different skins. I think they're going to do more of that. AtGames has the driving cab coming, so that will be interesting to see how that does. And I think Arcade1up is going to keep on doing exactly what they're doing right now, and that is coming out with amazing products that are looking more close every time to resembling the actual arcade machine.
Yep.
So I think as long as Arcade1up keeps on doing what they're doing, and then of course we're going to see them kind of recycle titles and repackage them into different machines and stuff like that.
Konami Legacy.
I think they're going to keep on selling machines, even with the price going up. I don't see any stop in sight for Arcade1up. So I'm hoping all the companies last, but I think they're all going to kind of adapt differently. And like I said, Unico, I feel like is the first one to kind of adapt out of the home arcade market, because I feel like they know they can't really live in that space with all the competitors and how well they're doing. Thanks so much for doing the show that you do. It's always entertaining to watch every Sunday, and I appreciate all the content. Take care.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Steve, for Stevie V, too, for calling in on the show. I think it's really good. So, he's kind of thinking that iiRcade is going to just continue to reskin. That's an interesting thing. He brought up a good point about AtGames, and I kind of forgot about this. They got the race car coming out, but then they also are going with that commercial. And so Steve is kind of talking about, all of them trying to diversify. And I think that is a pivot in some sorts. They're all trying to do something different to get that market share. And so you bring up a really good point. And of course, Arcade1up seems to, be the most popular, and they're going to continue to, iterate on their products, and the prices are still going to go up. But I think each time, like we've seen leaks of, them coming out with like what is it? Why is it not coming to my mind? The stupid Centipede. The Centipede looks so good. And so that leak kind of gives us a glimpse of what we might see in 2022. And again, thank you so much for calling in. I definitely wanted to highlight that because that was a really good one. But we got another one from Patrick, and anyone in the chat, if you have any more thoughts, that would help out. So we have this one from Patrick that we're going to check out. It's also a really good voicemail, and I wanted to make sure it's highlighted.
Hey, Justin. It's Patrick Casey.
Patrick Casey.
Second-time caller. See your question about which company will fail in 2022, and I think Unico's already thrown in the towel for 2022 as far as the home arcade space.
Wow.
I mean, the products they're coming out with, supposedly, the replacement monitors for actual arcade games, and JAMA-related board for replacement in your full-size arcade game. But none of that is really dedicated or specified as being compatible with the home arcade three-quarter space. I mean, they're providing some boards for older aging machines, but a lot of those people that buy those machines don't want that. They want original hardware.
Right.
But us in
Catch-22.
like the Arcade1up space, we're worried about what if our screen fails or what if our board fails, and we're not getting any parts from Arcade1up.
Nope.
So I'm wondering if Unico could find a way to start providing those replacement parts, especially for those of us that have a cabinet that's got like Code Mystics emulation on it, which is very good emulation. I've got a Star Wars cabinet. What do I do if the monitor fails? You know, I don't want to do a whole Pi conversion or anything like that when I know that what's available for Pi as far as Star Wars games isn't as good an emulation as the Code Mystics. So I would like to see at least one company start providing aftermarket third-party parts for us to start either repairing or doing other upgrades or conversions to our machines. But for your primary question, yeah, I think Unico's already failed. So anyway, thanks for your show. I appreciate that you keep it classy all the time. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much, Patrick Casey, for calling in. He makes some really good points about all of this. You know, there's this need for people to buy replacement parts for the Arcade1up, but he's kind of describing how there's a lot of Arcade1up cabinets, especially those done by Code Mystics, that we don't actually want to rip it all out and throw a Pi in it. We want to keep that original hardware. So this is where I think it's funny that a third-party company, something like Unico, might be interested in filling the accessory space for Arcade1up because they seem to be failing when it comes to replacement parts. So if you go onto Arcade1up.com's website, they have all of these listings for replacement parts, but they've been out of stock for such a long time. And eventually these products will fail, so who's going to fill the need for that? So is that what Unico is trying to do? It's kind of weird that a separate company would do that. Now, they could expand on that if their 19-inch version on Unico is from Unico is actually compatible with the Arcade1ups. They can not only be replacement parts but upgrade parts. You know, so you could upgrade your Arcade1up or your Unico MVSX to a larger screen. So that would be an interest for some people, but it definitely would be okay for them to diversify in this area. But I hope this isn't a focus shift, because if your entire company is focusing over into that new space, I don't know. Will it? We want more from Unico, is what it is. So thank you so much for bringing that up, Patrick Casey. So anyway, that's all the time I have for today. I just wanted to highlight these two great voicemails that I forgot to mention on the live stream. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, that's available right here.